"I was at the festival of my marriage, monsieur," said the young man, his voice slightly tremulous. So great was the contrast between the happy moment and the painful ceremony he was now undergoing. So great was the contrast between the somber act of Monsieur de Villefort and the radiant face of Mercédès. "You were at the festival of your marriage," said the deputy, shuddering in spite of himself. "Yes, monsieur. I am on the point of marrying a young girl I have been attached to for 3 years." Villefort, impressed as he was struck with this coincidence, and the tremulous voice of Dantès, surprised in the midst of his happiness, struck a sympathetic chord in his own bosom. He also was on the point of being married, and he was summoned from his own happiness to destroy that of another. "This philosophic reflection," thought he, "will make a great sensation at Monsieur de Saint-Méran's." And he arranged mentally, while Dantès awaited further questions, the antithesis by which orators often create a reputation for eloquence. When the speech was arranged, Villefort turned to Dantès. "Go on, sir," said he. "What would you have me say?" "Give me all the information in your power." All right, interesting. So Villefort is surprised here. He's just taken aback by the fact that the parallels and the connections that his life and Dante's life have. Like, they are both stripped away from their wedding festival to go through this ordeal. And kind of an interesting way of putting it. Let me see if I can find it again. Quote, "And he was summoned from his own happiness to destroy that of another." So, and this is coming from like Villefort's own thoughts, right? Like he's struck this philosophic reflection, thought he, will make a great sensation at Monsieur de Saint-Méran's. Man, that's a mouthful every time I have to say it. But like, what is happening in Villefort's head here? Let's break this down for a second, shall we? He is struck by the coincidence, like he's taken aback by this. It says, "You were at the festival of your marriage," shuddering in spite of himself. Like, oh shit, what did we do? I was at my wedding too. And then he's making the connection of like, we've both been carried away to go through this ordeal, as I've said. But then Dumas states, through Villefort's perspective, that he was summoned from his own happiness to destroy that of another. So he could have said he was summoned from his own happiness to investigate this ordeal, or to set the record straight, or to get to the bottom of something. No, he says to destroy that of another. So is Villefort coming into this with a foregone conclusion already? And it's kind of supported by the next sentiment here, where he's like, this will make a great story to tell at Monsieur de Saint-Méran's again. Like, they're all saying, be sure to let us know when you have one of these cases, when you're going to go to trial and there's going to be a big, headline story. Let us know. We want to be there. I've never experienced something like that. Villefort is already thinking what a great story this is going to be to tell his social circle. So does that set up Villefort as a unbiased person to be conducting this examination? That makes me very nervous. It's hard for me not to empathize with Dante's situation here. I don't really empathize with Dante, the character. He seems a little still kind of do-goody to me. But being put in this situation and having to be at the trust of the person overseeing it, and them having ill intentions, man, one of my biggest nightmares, to be honest with you. I don't like that at all. I don't like what's happening to Dante. Poor Dante. Oh boy. Oh God. All right. Well, before I really crumble under this pressure, let's just keep moving on. I'll see you here tomorrow for more of the Count of Monte Cristo. Okay. Goodbye. The Countdown of Monte Cristo is part of the Gruntwork Podcast Network. This show is produced, edited, and hosted by Landon Solano. The original text of The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. Theme song by Magic Solo. If you want to support the show and others like it, visit patreon.com/gruntworkpod. Thank you for listening. See you tomorrow.